Does that remove her own burn as well? Might. Not entirely sure, but we might finally get some use out of that one. I'm just gonna try my best. Let's see what we can get, right? Let's just see what we can get. Never mind, I guess we are already done. I just need to get one of them. And then I can just use support in order to get the other. For the quest himself. Well, thanks, Faust! It's always a pleasure dealing with you, huh? It is always a pleasure dealing with you. Welcome back, everyone, for the next part of Limbus Company. I was actually not expecting to see a new event so soon after the last one. But then again, the last Christmas event didn't really last that long. So I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. Christmas and Walpurgis Night kind of ended on the same day. So of course, something else needed to fill the slots. I was kind of expecting 1-2 week break in between, maybe a Feburary, but no. No. But it's fine, right? It's fine. This just allows us to get ever so closer to the sweepers. And once the sweepers arrive, I will be ready. Once I start leveling up all of those guys. My burn team is set up. I have all of them ready. They're all here. I just might need to grind a little bit. A little bit. At least four more guys. But that's something I need to worry about later. For the time being, we're just going to focus on the ego guys, right? Just the ego guys. And all of them has recently been leveled up to level 50. Except of Ryoshu, because I'm pretty sure I need to swap her out. It's such a shame I didn't get her ego. I need the boost. I need the boost because I need to get the resources for the other guys. But you're here in spirit, Ryoshu. You're here in spirit. Now, before we head over to the event that we've been all waiting for, we first need to uptie Yiseng and Faust. Now the question is... you guys are related to the current event. If I uptie you and read your story, are you going to spoil something to me? They're probably going to spoil something important. Just look at that smile, that fairy. But I really want to read it! I really want to read it! Maybe I should save it for last. I'm going to uptie them now and read them afterwards. Just as I did with the full stop team. It might actually be the best course of action. Probably. Just a shame because I really love to hear the story of the change of the picture, but it is how it is, right? It is how it is. Sometimes you just need to be patient, right? Sometimes you just need to be patient for the sake of a greater story. My god! It looks so fancy. It looks so freaking fancy. Right, Heathcliff? Just as fancy as the ponytail. But no, Faust! No, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. We will save that for later. We will save that for later. Do not spoil me. I've already spoiled myself enough by doing the mirror dungeon for Yiseng's sake. I've been trying not to read anything, but it's kind of difficult to ignore an entire boss fight. So I'm pretty sure I already know a couple of encounters on the way, but that's just how it is, right? That's just how it is occasionally. I didn't try to read any of the events at least, so we have that. Right? At very least we have that. Oh, it looks so pretty. I love the design. Who knows? Maybe at some point we will also get the ego suit for the Ashen one. Right? The match girl. I would love to see the match girl at some point. But alas, For later. Wow, you're covered in blood. Yeah, I think I like the first one better. And for Faust, well, the second one looks nice as well. I especially like the wings, so you can stay on the second one. But I think with this, we are pretty much ready. Now then. Just look at them! Just look at them! How annoyed Don looks! How happy Verdion is! And everyone else is just following uniform lines. Anyways, let's go to the status! The data collection, and we start off with a battle right away. Alright then. Let's see. First and foremost, we are sure I need you to change to... Oh, easily spottable. Hello there. And it's really handy. Otherwise I would need to check every single one of them for the ego. Right? That would be a bit of a bother. Alright, you're level 50, so I'm going to put you on the second slot. Rudy on the backup, and the other twos, Oretta Freeze, are hopefully not going to join. That would be a very miserable experience with 20 and 13. But surely, they will be fine. Alright guys, let's go! Am I underleveled? Alright, because of the other... It's fine! It's fine! 47 is nothing! 47 is nothing. I don't need a full party for that. At least they're not 80 like the vampires. I look from beyond the glass window as the sinners battle furiously inside of the large indoor area. Okay, why exactly are you already fighting? You damn imbecile! What's the point of everyone rushing at the same enemy that is already staggered and near to death? You're wasting your turns! Faust had attacked the entity first. The blame lies vaguely with the others' delayed decision. Apologies, yet concern was I that not dispose swiftly of that foe would... I think it's a great show of teamwork, you know? I had no idea how helpless the sinners were in a battle without my commands. Are they really that badly coordinated with each other? That they wouldn't even consider each other's strength? Huh. Damn it! Why would any of you listen to my orders? Oi! Your genius orders was how the last head ended up dangling from 1/4 of the neck. It was a necessary sacrifice to gain the edge in battle. Battle? Worried not for befitting of a hero is to perish in the place of a compatriot. No! Don falls before the merciless onslaught of the enemies. I had so many things I wanted to say to them, most of which were various of, "You're doing it wrong, guys!" But I had no choice but to watch as their woefully abysmal decision continues to bungle the fight. Why are they even fighting on their own to begin with? If I tried, the researchers next to me will get in the way, claiming that they haven't finished collecting the data. This one's reaction speed to emergency is exceptionally fast. So, can I please help them now? Will you stop pacing and composing yourself? We are almost done here. That should be more than enough data. Take control, manager. What am I doing here? What are we doing here? I had a lot I wanted to say, but let's just help the sinner out of this binding first. Well, we're certainly in Limbus company, though. Are we already going after a new barrow? Without context? Without a bus drive or anything? What the hell? Oh no, it's the clones! The Picatula! Our favorite guys! And they're running a burn team! Are you kidding me? I'm not even ready with my burn team! The insults! The insults! Fine! Okay, that's fine, I can work with this. 15. Ooh. And that might be a bit tricky to beat. And I can change it up a bit. Don is certainly able to handle an assault. The others should be fine. Alright. Yeah, maybe Faust is not quite ready for this. Ishmael is kind of powerful. Really powerful. But well, at the very least we got one hit. And it seems like Sinclair is able to handle the Rodion just fine. That's good. God, I need to get my sanity up. You need to be careful when fighting burn enemies. Otherwise, if this is a battle of nutrition, they will burn us to the ground. Alright. Rapture. 11. Come on, Umbrella Guy. You got this. It's a bit unfortunate that you get some sanity, but that's alright. We will get rid of that in a second. Okay, I would say everyone is just going to take Honglu for now. We need to tackle them one at a time. Pretty sure they don't have any backup, hopefully. I'm just not fast enough to take care of all of them right now. Come on, you sing. You got this? Maybe? Kinda? I mean, you have unbreakable dices, so that's good. Doesn't change the fact that they're about to give you so much burn very soon. Can I get a stagger? Oh my god, I got a stagger. That's good. That is very good. Are we going to get a stagger on Honglu as well? Yes. That's even better. We might be able to finish him off during this turn. I didn't see that anybody was targeting Don though. Maybe they changed targets in between the fight. Or maybe I just saw incorrectly. But oh well, I'm about to kill Rodion in a second. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Okay, guard against it. 41 is nothing against my Ishmael. We just need to tank this one out, but that's fine. It's just going to lower our SP. Preferably she's going to hit us first so that I get a bigger boost on my attack. But we will see about that. Come on. Come on, Faust! Don't lose the Gregor now! Do not lose the Gregor! If we give them too much time, they will all prepare their egos, and that would be absolutely terrible! Just saying! 22! I'm not entirely sure if this is gonna be enough. Nope, it's not. Well, but then again, wait, I think one more attack is going towards her. It might just make the difference. Yes, Sinclair! Good job! Perfect job! Now Gregor. It's a tiny bit too powerful with 37. But at the very least, all of the SP is slowly draining, so that's fine. Actually speaking, I can save the strong attack for next turn. It's fine. Come on, Don! Don't lose to Ryoshi now! It's minus 30 to 26. And we got another stagger. That is absolutely perfect. Okay. It's good. Was Kabiko always plus 25? I don't remember that. I barely used the bull. Maybe if you level it up enough, it becomes that powerful. Okay, that's good. He's going crazy. Hopefully he's of course not attacking his friends. Why would he? Oh, wait, he is. He's attacking Ryoshi, but it doesn't change the fact that he's about to do 100 damage on us. Which is not great. So okay, there's literally nothing I can do against Kapato. It's 37! And he's not gonna roll heads. He will not roll heads, so 37 is extremely tough to beat. You saying it's probably going to get staggered? Don, I have no idea. And Sinclair, well, you're certainly going to get the hit first before anything happens. Considering the amount of damage, it would just be enough to finish her off. If not, we have another turn to worry about it. It's probably going to be fine. But I need to worry a little bit about my Faust. She's getting way too close to the dangerous area of her burn stacks. She's already up to 26. And I think once she reaches... Ouch! Once she reaches 30, She runs the risk of burning out. And I would hate to see that. I would certainly hate to see that. Alright. You know what? Sure, why not? At this point, it doesn't really matter anymore. Let's just try it out. Am I even fast enough to stop him? Not even fast enough to stop him. Great. Great. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Are you still alive? Yeah, you're certainly still alive. And she looks so glorious when she dies. Right, Otis? She looks so glorious during a final moment. At least we have that. At least we have that. Alright, finish him off. That's more than enough. 37. 69. Might take a couple of extra hits. I always need to remind myself, my sword is rather tanky, after all. He is rather tanky, and his egos hit like a truck if you actually level them up. Well, that went well. As expected of our executive manager, the exceptional development of your strategic genius reminds me of the earlier years of my career. Aha, sure, Otis. Phew, got anything to snack on, guys? I'm starving here after that brawl. You will maintain an empty stomach for the duration of the test. Next on the dock is... I would have asked Miss Salt for a massage if I knew this was coming. Whose idea was this anyways? Well, if you really want to get into that, we can trace this right back to your vaccination request, Gregor. Not that this would have happened without that, but, you know. Oh, come on, fellas! There's gotta be more to it than that! Does it? Sure there was. Not that it would have made any difference. Because, like Ishmael said, this all began with Gregor's particularly egregious stretching. Is this related to his back arm, perchance? Might. Oh well, right? Oh well. Regular health checkup. I was actually assuming that it might have something to do with the bites, possible bites of the blood bags, but I guess it's nothing like that. Alright then, let's see. What was that sound? Wow, that sound just now. I didn't know a human body could make a sound like that. Huh? Oh, I was just doing some stretching. Can't seem to get them without making these noises nowadays. Huh? What do you mean you can't? It's right, there's the creaking sound of time's ravage, since... I know, Dante's been turning that clock to rewind our time, but it feels like my joints are starting to crate. You're getting older? Is that it? I know what you mean. I definitely don't feel as spry as I used to. Maybe the pain from repeatedly dying and rewinding takes a toll after all. Yeah, dying sure is a pain for all of us. That is when Hong Lu flippantly threw out an innocent comment amidst the complaining sinners. Speaking of which, isn't it funny how Donna's totally fine, even though she's hundreds of years old? She's got to be the oldest of us by now, right? I mean, she's literally over 200! That's not something that you should mention to a lady! Honglu's unprompted catapulted of such a heavy subject brought the busy air inside the bus to a sudden, stiffening halt. I thought we were going to take some time to casually broach the subject, but you just bulldozed through the whole mess. I must have made things awkward. I didn't realize everyone was so sensitive about their age. It's nothing to concern yourself with. Be not so... Of course, there was also someone who could not care less about the bus air's quality. I, Scoot! That's my designated seat that you're planting your arse in. I'll whack ya! Heathcliff. On the other hand, there's this guy without a care in the world. Almost makes me wonder if he even remembers what just happened. Well, maybe this is your chance to get back at him for treating you harshly, Don. I'm sure that you can... Since I've never seen your eyes sparkle like that before. I'm quite fond of the current temperature of our company. Unless young Heathcliff here suddenly morphs into a villainous scoundrel, I have nary a wish to exact violence upon him, and... Right, that's over with. Let's all shut up and keep chin-sharing to a minimum, alright? Seems plenty villainous dickish to me. Anyways, am I the only one thinking that's about time that we got the thing? Thing? Well, you know, the thing that we've tried a while ago, but didn't get to enjoy due to some unforeseen issues. That much? Not that! Don't you remember? We even played volleyball by a big body of water. Contextual clues suggest that he's making a request for a vacation. Vacation? Oh. Oh yes, absolutely! Let's all go to a spa or something. Relax, get massaged to loosen up our muscles some. Please? You still have expectations for our employers, and let's be serious. If spa days are anything that I've provided in W.Corp, you will not like it. I literally sent them all to Iron Maiden for an intensive spa day. Seriously, that was a running gag. All of my guests had a spa day with the Iron Maiden that could change anything. You don't want to experience that. Nobody came out alive. Oh, I recall the young massage that gives the quite exquisite massage. Had he not? I have an attuned knowledge of the major muscle group and nerve structure of a human body. For many weeks following that massage, my body was deprived of any sensory stimulation. Thus understood it was the philosophy of Massault's physical therapy that the most infallible methodology of convalescence for pain is to remove any and all stimulation, including that of pain. He removed your sense of pain? How? Huh. It seems that the time is here. Virgilus? Ah, yes. I knew that this day would eventually come. Huh? The day's here. Why is everyone acting so serious all of a sudden? Rodian's observation is correct. While turning the clock does indeed turn the time, a certain degree of exacerbating fatigue cannot be alleviated. This necessitates that we employ a certain measure to verify the status of each sinner. What could it possibly be that it needs this much build-up? In other words, it is time for Limbus Company's Gulp, dramatic gulping noise, regular checkup! What? We did get a call from the higher-ups a while ago, requesting that we send the sinners in for a regular checkup. But it was repeatedly delayed due to several limiting circumstances on our end. They've been obnoxiously haunting us for quite some time, and we're starting to get tired of explaining our absence. Wait, checkup? What checkup? Don't be so on edge, Heathcliff. Such proceedings are regular occurrence to most corporations. I've never personally experienced it myself, but it sounds like they are just checking to see how we're doing health-wise. Turn around, getting ready to say, right, Ishmael? Ishmael? Why are you so scared? Only to come face to face with Ishmael's shocked expression, frozen onto her face. Well, this is unexpected. I thought Ishmael, with her worldly experience, would leap onto this opportunity to lecture us all about how things work outside of Limbus' company. But then again, she was working for Ahab. Did Ahab ever care about their health? regular checkups? Oh, you're getting up to explain what it is. Coolio. You got 30 seconds to wrap it up. Ready, set, go. No, not the regular checkup. Miss Ishmael's expression seemed to suggest otherwise, Miss Rhodia. I did hear that some fixer office or association employ various methodologies when it comes to regular checkups, depending on their characteristics. Locked up until there's only one left standing. Locked. Blood of my colleagues. The only key to escape. What? What kind of checkup did you have to go through? Huh? Ishmael wasn't the only one responding with a pale-faced, abjected horror at the suggestion. Do you even understand what kind of regular checkup you're getting into? I'm asking if you're prepared to go through a regular checkup, no matter what happens in the process. Is it related to the apple? The hypnotic apple? That was also a checkup on your arm's progress. Are you prepared to endure through everything that... Alright, what's wrong with that block now? Mate's looking all pale now. I don't understand why is everyone making such a big deal out of this. I don't think it's that bad. I think we used to have an annual health checkup back in school too. But then again, back then, you were from a rich family. They probably treat you rather nicely, Sinclair. What kind of checkup? Oh, they put us all in the same room, measuring height, weight, running some basic fitness tests. Pretty. Before do they seek the measure of such characteristics? Must you really ask? A full knowledge and analysis of each soldier's status is indispensable intelligence for officers to have on hand. What? Soldiers? Was talking about my school. Right, so that doesn't explain shit about why you need to know that, does it? Why did they find it necessary to spray people with those stinky chemicals just to see if someone got lices in their clothes? What? I guess he must have gone through a share of rough checkups too as a kid. At least I guess. Huh. You all keep asking questions with the most obvious answers. In fact, I've been wondering when they will test us. Otis confidently marched up to the front of the other sinners with an assertive grin, as though she'd been waiting for this very moment. The true purpose of this checkup must be to elect a true authority among us. What? A true authority? By your parlance, true authority, could it be that you are questioning who among us is our leader? Thought I was the leader. Huh? But I'm standing right here. I humbly request that you avoid plaguing yourself with any unnecessary misunderstanding about my succession, Executive Manager. Of course, I must preface this with the declaration that there cannot be an iota of doubt towards the Executive Manager's Dante's authority. Okay? But was this not always a topic of great content among us? That which of us is most fit to command the squad of sinners? Was it? Wait, isn't it Ishmael? Or maybe Faust? That's what I thought too. I mean, most of the time she's explaining stuff and the other one's taking the lead. I mean, she did kind of take the wheel towards our voyage at some point. This lack of cohesion is precisely why we always fail to face our enemies as a team. Always scrambling, always underprepared, always taken by surprise. You must always be ready to drop to the ground and give 500 push-ups whenever your superior commands you to do so. Always maintain the willingness to sacrifice your well-being and life for the sake of a glorious victory for all. It's all missing. Where's your readiness for self-sacrifice? Huh? Okay, no one's arguing with you, Otis. Who are you even talking to? So to summarize, the regular checkup entails putting us all in a small room and making us fight to the last sinner standing. Just like W.Corp, huh? Silence fell upon us as Lou sufficiently summarized. Battle Royale, huh? I've been looking forward to this. Fuck it. I give you lot one hell of a fight. My fists used to be bloody and famous in the back streets. Fine, so that is how we're doing this, huh? I'm ready to roll. Guys, this is not a checkup! So where are we off to? Faust? The excuse me. The regular checkup takes place at... You was about to say Battle Royale. Is this actually a Battle Royale? The sinners seem to be under some serious misunderstanding about a regular checkup here. But Faust had obviously long given up on correcting them. The headquarters. The headquarters you speak of must be the headquarters of Limbus company. We're finally getting a chance to see HQ? Yes. Yes. Oh, so we're finally getting to visit the HQ then? A whole year after they hired us. We should be right on time upon immediate departure. This instant, thou said, yet my heart is faintly prepared. Pretty, allow us some time to prepare our travel provisions. Where's the HQ anyways? Hopefully not too far from here. That is a secret. However, I would like to inform you that it exists in a location inaccessible via the Mephistos. Oh, come on now. How are we supposed to get there if you're not going to tell us where it is? Inaccessible via the Mephistos? You're not about to suggest that we board a warp train again, are you? Fie! I shall ever board a warp train again! Indeed, we will not be boarding a warp train for this journey. So are we taking the back doors or something? Yeah, good point. Let's take the doors instead. A sound suggestion. However, in lieu of sufficient information regarding each door, the destination may hold an element of randomness. Or due to the variable nature of its activation period, the resulting destination may not reflect our destination's end coordinates. Or an unexpected closure mid-passage through a frame may behoove us to bid the company our last farewell and embark on an untimely journey of no return. Are you sure this is a sound suggestion? Then I would rather take that bloody train instead. At least we won't remember what happened once it's over and done with, right? Battle Royale. All day long without consequences for thousands of years. Oriosha would love this. So, further research was necessary to ensure safe transportation to the intended destination. Further research? Are you implying that you made modification to the back doors? A close assessment. However, it would be more accurate to say that the back doors was merely used as a reference. Reference? How did you even take the time for research? Weren't you doing everything with us the whole time? LCA and Faust established multiple communication with a certain new wing, aspiring company during the spare hours between our travelers to garner multiple corporational efforts regarding the stabilization of the back doors. A new wing? Are they looking to take over W.Corp's vacancy or something? Quite sharp, Gregor, but the direction of your intuition could be improved. It is a company seeking to seize the immediate vacation of the ever-declining W.Corp. W.Corp? Is that so? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Stories of W.Corp's decline has been spreading more and more as of late, and I'm not surprised that some companies would consider this to be an opportunity. I mean, all of this happened after the library. The guest from the last W.Corp train must have already spread the news. And nobody would take a normal ticket at this point anymore, right? Newspapers are also featuring op-eds regarding a possible management crisis at W.Corp, with many of them discussing the mysterious disappearance as well. The vampire crisis. I see, so they've been futuristically planning and preparing to take over W.Corp's position as a wing. But to supplant a wing even before it falls on its own, now that is certainly peculiar. They must have something, a scheme perhaps, in the works. and to ally with such an ambitious party is the headquarter looking to start a war of the wings? I, at the moment, have no privy to such details. Miss Otis, we need make prediction of such harshness. Recall that W.Corp has been mired in troubles both internal and external, having fallen to such desperation as to seek the assistance of our company. It is not vile to presume, or rather to predict, that it shall crumble ere the advance of such violent pandemonium. For indeed, inefficiency is the bane of technology that brings ruination to those that fail to overcome it. Our research efforts, however, were quite efficient and successful. Its mechanisms are similar to that of the back door, but it eliminates the corridors, instead establishing a direct connection from one door to another. A portal, if you like. I see. Oh, so you resolve all the aforementioned side effects then? Not quite. Similar difficulties to the aforementioned cases were observed. Sometimes the accuracy of target destination coordinates were lacking, or in other cases, the activation period would be cut short, causing the door to shut prematurely and amputating the subject as they were traveling between doors. That was the worries that I previously mentioned. There has been much progress in the stabilization efforts, however, minimizing the pentasection incidents. Most recent incidents have been limited to bisection. Bisection is certainly an improvement over pentasection, but still, they both sound equally awful to me. I would not behold my own left and right shoes so cruelly sundered, forced to be so far apart our coming to the headquarters. Well, well. All this idle chatter of unnecessary concerns tell me that your boss life may have been too uneventful lately. Looks like the research arrives while you were wasting time. Research? I see a large, unfamiliar vehicle through the window. Is that a vehicle? It got no windows though. How tiresome. Now, off the bus! Is that a completely separate vehicle to the Mephistodos? It also comes with back doors? It might. It almost looks like a part of our train. Alright, that's fine, I guess. Right? That's totally fine. Once we disembarked the bus, we made our way into this unfamiliar vehicle of sorts. Its interior was mostly metallic, filled to the brim with convoluted-looking machines, and on the opposite ends of the entrance, a massive door looming over us. Okay. Yeah, it certainly looks like one of our bus parts. Interesting. So, this is assistance from W.Corp. In the process of developing this device was indispensable. Wait, that means... in cohesion with the young Caesar, are you? No, probably Dawn. Look at that sad face! Oh! It's better if she doesn't know. It's better that she doesn't know. How day! Much did I aspire to regale her with the tale of the contrary glorious completion of mine, heroism and bravery. This is quite unfair to thee to meet her all by thy lonesome, young Faust. Your concern will be taken into account, at least next time. Faust seemed relieved. Oh, worry thee not, for thou hast availed us the sight of Limbus Company's headquarters. Thy the had been tattled for. There are numerous reasons for which we were yet to be allowed into the headquarters, but it would be fruitless efforts to explain them all. We will not cover that subject as of yet. Phew, we're glad to hear we're not sitting through another of those lectures. The primary reason, however, is that there were several limitations to bringing the members of our department to the headquarters, brought upon by frequent transnest movement and irregular schedule of our missions. Why did you say all of that if you're gonna explain anyways? Wait, more importantly, what's that about collaborating with W.Corp? Boy, here we go again. P-Corp singularity can be summarized by the following 4 words: expanding space, warping, technology. Alright, didn't you say that Caesar told you something about how the principle of P-Corp singularity is a lot like how La Mancha Land worked? Right. La Mancha Land was much larger on the inside than it looked from the outside. Oh yeah, I've been meaning to ask. Don't other wings already make liberal use of different kind of space-expanding singularities? It's... how should I put it? Isn't it quite a bit too mundane of a city tech for P-Corp to call space manipulation its unique thing? That was quite the intelligent question. Compliments! Oh, how nice! Ishmael is correct in the suggestion that technology to expand a given space is a commonly employed technology by other wings as well. An example of such invention and making use of the space-expanding technology, but isn't a P-Corp singularity, would be the Mephistos itself. The ultimate purpose of P-Corp's space-expanding technology is to create the safest place in the world. A perfectly protected construct, its interior sheltered from the world outside, no matter how severely its exterior is battered, to have a sound structural integrity no matter what. Its interior safe from any and all harm. Therefore, the more expensive P-Corp's product is, the safer its interior is from damaging outside conditions such as extreme pressure or shock. Perhaps the way in which the interior is completely insulated from the outside is comparable to a full disconnection from the outside world by sheltering it in a separate dimension. In conclusion, the exterior of this vehicle utilizes P-Corp singularity, which means that it can protect its interior from all forms of impact, not to mention that it has enough room to hold more than 13 people inside. Doesn't dimensional truck or container also transport things to other dimension? Huh? Think? Why are you freezing up all of a sudden? It was this creepy story that used to circulate amongst kids back when I was in school. Here's how it goes. So, Deviant Association employees make a delivery to a house, then looked away for a second. And a curious kid crawled into the curious trunk and... I'm gonna stop at the story right there. Look, that story kept me up at night for a week, okay? I couldn't stop having nightmares about scenarios where... You got trapped in a container? Or creepy kids? Hey, come on now! Sometimes a story is just a story, right? Not necessarily. Unfortunately, the story that inspires Sinclair's week-long nightmares was most likely an accurate retale of a true story. Several regulations were added to HANA and Deviant's association rules to prevent cases of people being stored in dimensional containers. Okay, so they were trapped in the containers. That's creepy. Did they die? Is there even a breathable atmosphere in that dimension? Huh. From a certain perspective, it may be said that the warp technology employee by W.Corp shares a degree of similitude. The parallel lies in the fact that it also transports humans to a different dimension, the difference being that they are packaged in a safer manner. Therefore, perhaps enough of a connection exists to say that they are operating on the same scale. Ayo, the point is that we'll all be accessing the headquarters as long as we have these vehicle things, right? This will certainly make the logistic of communication and supplies much more convenient. One question, however, how does the company plan to move this instrument? As I expect that would be much trouble on its own. Has the details been hashed out yet? No. In order to establish a more tangible level of communication with Limbus Company's headquarters, an effective means of transportation, such as this vehicle, will be installed in the nest across the cities. In summary, an efficient means of transportation, such as this vehicle here, deploys using P-Corp and the aspiring W.Corp technology, will gradually be installed at various points across the city. In every nest? Of course not. The technology is still experimental. It is astronomically expensive to install and operate. Virtuous gave us a firm clarification. Activating now. Faust tinkers with various machines and contravention within the vehicle, and the giant door from earlier begin to tremble, making loud noise. Wherefore is the gate over yonder shuddering so? Energy, now linked, arounding towards the gate. When the gate displayed around the glowing door filled, the door began to slowly open. Entering now. When it fully opened, Faust made her way inside, like it was just another door. Well, I guess we just follow her inside, right? There was a bizarre and incomprehensible noise of machines, coupled with a loud, drowning noise. Yes, we have arrived. Welcome to Limbus Company's headquarters. This place is teamed with people dressed in all sorts of odd outfits, walking briskly between their busy schedules. I heard heavy doors opening and closing from here and there, alongside the odd sensation that I've been feeling from time to time. What is going on? Is the floor of the LCE department. LCE? Hopefully we get to proudly stride in through the HQ's front gates one day. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But what about the name? You're about to explain the name. Are you going to save it for the next one? I guess you are. Hohenheim. Alright, Picatulas? Okay, 1 second though. Need to change the support really quickly. Hello, Red Eye. Alright then. Yes, I'm still on the level. That's fine. It's just Picatulas. It's just Picatulas. The main team is already maxed out. And that guy looks like he's... Is that the ego suit of the Centipede? Kinda looks like it. Interesting. Uh-huh. Yes. Guys. Right, are we waiting for something? Are we all just suddenly unfamiliar with the concept of actually introducing yourself? Given that no one appears to be willing to introduce me, allow me to liberate of self-introduction. My name is Hohenheim, the chief researcher of this company. To be precise, he's the chief researcher of the LCE department. To be more precise, I am the chief researcher responsible for the entirety of Limbus Company. To be even more precise, the only reason he retained that role is because he, Sang, and I've been excluded from the research personal files due to our status as sinners. What is going on? Someone will stay behind to continue the research after all. Nice. Oh, so you two are friends, I see. Well, it seems entirely unnecessary to establish a label on this relationship. It could be said that we were acquaintances who routinely and unwillingly maintained a regular level of communication with one another. Is that a reason why you didn't introduce him? I see. I am in agreement. For the first time since we were acquainted. I heard that our department has reached out several times to yours to remind you of your regular checkup. The nature of the LCB department necessitates that we are constantly on the move from one nest to another, which makes it rather difficult for us to give you an immediate reply. I would have to expect someone like you to already be well aware of the obvious details. What is up, Faust? She sounds so sassy now. Yes, I'm very well aware. I'm also quite aware that the fact that your department has been giving us the same reply over and over again, like an answering machine. And this must be Dante, the executive manager of Limbus Company Sinners. I would like to say hi, nice to meet you, but I don't suppose he can hear what I'm actually saying. The manager extends their greetings. Chant. It is a grueling and atrocious work to be in the position of leadership, especially when communicating issues come into play. Sometimes I cannot help but wonder if my researchers and I are even speaking the same language. So I do commiserate? Feeling the same? I don't know that word. Huh, what? The clothes are... Faust, do you sing? Faust, do you sing? Oh, I love it. Hello guys! Oh, Oh yes, allow me to introduce you all to Martin and Eliza, two of the few researchers directly in my command. Are they wearing gear extracted from abnormalities? But how? Happy to have someone recognize them. Are they like gears scavenged from a former W.Corp? Where they are particularly similar to their gears, enough difference are present to distinguish them. Indeed, we are attempting our own brand of extraction, successfully that I might want to add. While the news of the production of Ego Gear in Limbus company style was already received, this is the very first time they are observed in person. So you must have abnormalities contained in this facility, probably the one that we have captured ourselves. So that is why I've been sensing abnormalities in here, huh? But I'm sensing distortion and picatulas too. Why? Indeed, as they are containment and research subject to the LCE department as well. Oh. Faust closely observed the ego gear Hohenheim was wearing, like an exceptional huch in a fashion contest. Oh. Apart of a few imperfections in the finish, the level of ego extraction visible here is quite acceptable. Oh, input appreciated. This is a product of thousands of repeated experiments and subsequent failures that have been meticulously conducted and studied in order to extract it with an acceptable level of stability. But at the end of the day, I did it, like I always do. You did it? Are you sure you want to take all the credits when your team is standing right next to you? I mean, look at her. She's glowing. We're used to it. Really? Oh, that pisses me off. I'm going mad surrounded by these self-absorbed twats. I'm just about ready to get violent here on that poor bastard. Let's get on with the shakeout so that we can finally get back to the bus, alright? Oh, I feel the very same urge of your expression. There's much that we must cover, regrettably, given that this is the very first regular checkup performed as a group since your very employment. Faust also does not wish to pass more time without substance. Let us begin. Very well, our first task shall be to assist your ability in response to emergency situation. What? Wait, he just pressed something! Emergency situation? The wall of the laboratory suddenly starts separating and sliding into place. When it settled, I realized that it had locked the sinners away in some kind of hold, isolating them from me, Virgilus, and Sharon. What the hell is this? Is this an ambush? Well, yes, it is. The purpose of this test is to measure your behavior and response in case of a surprise attack. So, technically an ambush. Wait, was this discussed beforehand, Virgilus? Oh, you look anxious, Dante. Well, I suppose you weren't let in on this either. Well, I wasn't, for your informations. Just go with the flow, Dante. So it goes would be an apt response. Seriously? I'll find a room somewhere where Sharon and I may sit down and enjoy a nice tea. Come find me with Faust once this is over. Seriously? You're just leaving us behind? God! And Sharon wants some cake. Save one for me, guys! I would like one as well! Oh, hey. We've got leftover cake from our last office party. Come this way, please. They actually have cakes! Oh god! I'm jealous! An employee appears and led Virgilus Sharon away into a nearby office. Alright, so this is a regular checkup, huh? Let's get this done, shall we? Can I help them? During the last battle, it kind of seemed like they were supposed to do it on their own. I mean, technically speaking, it's just Picatulas. They should be able to handle this on their own. Right? It's not even a new kind either. It's the regular guys.